Hello everybody. I'm going to talk to you today about why America should convert to the metric system. Alright, first I'm going to give you a little history on the metric system. The metric system was invented in France in the very late 1700s, refined in the early 1800s. It was created at a time where 60% of people, around 60% of people, were illiterate, so the system needed to be easy to use and learn. The system itself is based in tens, so that makes it easier to teach and learn. And Napoleon's conquests helped to spread the metric system throughout the European Eastern world. As of now, America is one of 3 countries, along with Liberia and Burma, worldwide that do not use a metric system. And both Liberia and Burma have agreed that they are going to start to work towards implementing the metric system. A little history of the American imperial system that we use now, similar to the British imperial system, because we were colonies of Great Britain. Britain, however, began metrication in a gradual sense. In 1974, metric system was required to be taught in school. In 1980, most of the countries in the Commonwealth converted to the metric system. In 1995, it was required on all packaging on goods that were sold. But today, they are still working towards complete metrication. Another country that did this gradual metrication was Japan, and that took them over 70 years to fully convert from their imperial system to the metric system. Another method that was used in India is called the Big Bang method, where they converted one day, they just set to outlaw the use of their imperial system and convert to the metric system all at once. And within 2 years, they were fully converted to the metric system. The American imperial system as a whole is not an effective system whatsoever. It's not easily convertible like the metric system, where everything is divisible by 10, and all you have to do is move the decimal place to the left or the right. To give you a few examples of the confusing units in our English system. For length, we have inch, the foot, the yard, the mile. There's 12 inches in a foot. There's 3 feet in a mile, or 3 feet in a yard. There's 5,280 miles in 5,280 feet in a mile. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Inches, originally, are defined as 3 barley corn, or there's 3 barley corn in an inch. And 4 poppy seeds are the same length of 1 barley corn. So there are 12 barley corn, or 12 poppy seeds in 1 piece of barley corn, and 3 pieces of barley corn equal 1 inch. In area unit of measurement, an acre, it's 43,560 square feet. In volume, 1 pint is equal to 2 quarts are 2 pints are in 1 quart, 8 pints are in a gallon. In weight, there's 16 ounces a pound and 2,000 pounds in a ton. Now, if you look at the metric system, in units of length, 1 meter is equal to 1,000 millimeters. 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. 1 kilometer is equal to 1,000 meters. Just makes it a lot simpler and easier to convert when everything is in a base of 10. The U.S. has attempted to in the past to convert to the metric system. Each time it was shut down. In 1866, the Metric Act of 1866 supplied each state with a set of standard weights and measures to hopefully begin to convert to the metric system. It was not followed through with, and so today we still rely on the American imperial system of measurement. A couple examples of where using our system has led to a lot of problems. In 1999, NASA lost a $125 million climate probe that was headed towards Mars because engineers made an error when converting between the English and the metric measurements. JPL, or the Jet Propulsion Laboratory, which does a lot of the work for NASA, uses the metric system in their calculations. But Lockheed Martin, a company that designed the spacecraft, used the English system on data that they provided that had to do with acceleration on the spacecraft. It was a huge loss of investment of time and money that could have easily been avoided if the U.S. had been converted to the metric system. Teaching our children two different systems is unnecessary and inefficient, not to mention how much it can confuse the children. It would be better for us just to stick to one system and teach it well, instead of dividing our resources between two different methods. Most of our industry today already use the metric system, so it would be more beneficial for our economy to convert to the metric system. Not only do conversions from the metric system to our English system waste time, it costs money to pay employees to make those conversions. We belong to a global economy, and almost anywhere we purchase goods from, we'll be using the metric system. And it makes us, as a country, look even more ignorant to the rest of the world than we are already thought to be. Now, in society today, we already use the metric system in some aspects of our daily lives. The soft drinks that we have are measured in liters. Athletes run 5K distant competitions. Our medicine is in metric units, and the storage on our computers are in kilo, mega, and gigabytes. There are sure to be some growing pains, but in the long run, I believe that the conversion to the metric system can only help the United States. We need to put our sentiment aside and make the logical choice. There may be some circumstances where the metric system might not be as feasible, like people might not want to watch football on a 91.44 meter field, but it should be implemented in any industry that regularly deals with any country outside the U.S. on a regular basis. Thank you.